Mic check, mic check, mic check. What's going on, peeps? Sleeky Ratings here. I'm actually going to be switching things up.
Jesus Christ.
So, if you ever check out my TikTok channel, I used to, a while ago, I did a couple of Call of Duty uploads in the sense of ranking them. Truthfully, as much as I love doing movies, I love doing TV shows, Sleeky Ratings, I plan on taking this to a whole nother level. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a ranking of the top 10 Call of Duties. So this is going to get interesting here because I know there's a lot of beef that's like unsettled on what they think is best, whatever the case is. This is going to be my Sleeky Ratings best Call of Duties. Now, here are a couple ground rules though. One, I'm not talking about the OG3, like the Call of Duty 1, 2, 3. Those are what I consider like staple classics. Like we're not going to mess with them, okay? And quite frankly, there's 19 Call of Duties out there. I can't talk about them all without this being a super long video. And maybe I plan on doing that in the future, but right now I'm just going to keep it simple and just keep it to the top 10. When I say top 10, there's definitely some in here that I had to take out that I probably could have fit in here. But again, maybe I'll make another video on that later on. The reason why I might put some of them in here is just so I can roast them and put them at the bottom where they belong. And if you disagree, that's going to be crazy. But we'll get into it, all right? So let's kick this off, all right? Number 10, Infinite Warfare. Complete trash. There's no pro to it. Typically, when I do like a movie or TV show, like I try to throw pros in it. Video game-wise, I'm just going to say if it's good or bad. I'm not going to do the whole pro thing. Yes, there are pros and cons to some of them later on down this list. But I'm going to start with worst, go for the best. Infinite Warfare, without doubt. If you like this game, that's complete rubbish. I don't get why you like it. And honestly, it made me mad. And actually, for some people I talked to, it also made them mad. Whenever they made Infinite Warfare, if you remember correctly, everyone was excited because they were making Modern Warfare Remastered. But what Call of Duty did in their infinite wisdom, they're like, let's do this. If you want Modern Warfare Remastered, you are going to have to get it in the bundle with Infinite Warfare. So it forced you to get Infinite Warfare. It wasn't until later on they just released Call of Duty Warfare Remastered by itself for like $40. But what was annoying too is that they made this game like $80 back in the day to get the bundle. And I just think that's so petty. And that's kind of like sleazy. Like, I think that's kind of annoying that they're like, if you want to play this OG game that they knew everyone wanted to play, if you wanted to play that, you're going to have to get Infinite Warfare as well, which was annoying because then they could be like, oh, look, the sales for Infinite Warfare were great. Well, no, fam, the reason why is because everyone wanted Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. They did sell, I believe, Infinite Warfare by itself at the same time, but no one was going to buy that. Granted, is it smart as a business perspective? Absolutely. Because if I would have known everyone wants to play that game, they're going to get the bundle. They're going to have to, unless they want to wait for months and months until it comes out by itself. 10 on the list because of that. I didn't even, guys, I don't know about y'all, I didn't even touch Infinite Warfare. I don't even think, I might have downloaded it because I got it, but I definitely didn't play it at like all, especially because Modern Warfare Remastered was part of it. That's all what I played. Speaking of those advanced style games, number 9, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, complete trash. I'm sorry, guys. Some of these futuristic style games are going to go right to the bottom because I know some people like them with the jetpacks and all that. Guys, if you want that, go play Halo. Like, Halo's a great game as well. You fly around, you do whatever. But leave it for Halo. Like Call of Duty, like the whole point was to use these games based on the wars that like we currently are in, we're going to be in, or what we were in. They just executed badly. I just didn't like it. They're like, oh, this is the year 2300. Like we're going to have jetpacks flying around, shooting each other, going off of walls. Like, I don't know. I just think they went from A to Z like way too quickly and they executed it poorly. That's my opinion, but I'll get more into that. Number 8, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. This one was okay. It had decent maps on it, decent weapons. The movement style I liked, but what they did was some of these newer Call of Duties to garner more attraction, they brought these old maps back, which is kudos to them because I'm glad they brought some of the old maps back. And you'll see that with these 3 newer games they just came out with. They brought some of the older maps, which a lot of people like, and that's how they get a lot of attention. But again, they're using that as a grab. They know, sales wise, these games might be doing great, right? Because let's face it, it's Call of Duty. It's like iPhone. You're going to get it, even though if you know it's not going to be the latest and greatest thing because iPhone has such a great ecosystem, or Apple has such a great ecosystem. Same with Call of Duty. Call of Duty is one of those staple games that like, there's some people like, no, I'm not buying a new game, which I agree with. Like I might not buy it, but it has such an audience that they know you're going to buy it, even though if they know it's not going to be super great. But yeah, 2019, it's okay. Let's go to number 7, Call of Duty Ghosts. It was a cool concept. I remember the Vector being my favorite gun in the game. The movement style was different because that was one of the older games that started to do newer styles. It was a cool concept, but it wasn't that great executed. A lot of people had a bunch of cons for it, which I would agree. Probably my biggest pro to it would be the weapons that were in it. A lot of them were like really good looking, like in the sense of realistic and stuff like that. But overall, it was just okay. The maps weren't that great. Number 6, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, the OG one, not the new one, the 2023 one. Everything was sponsored. I remember as a kid, we were like, oh my gosh, everything's sponsored by Remington. The guns, the pistols, the snipers, everything was sponsored by Remington. The maps were pretty decent too. That's when we got Dome, Juggernaut, that game mode, some of those cool game modes we got from it. Overall, it was decent. To say it's in the top 5, I think would be actually ludicrous. Some people I know, like I've seen on TikTok and stuff like that, some people say Modern Warfare 3 is up there in the top 4 or whatever. I disagree. I loved it a lot playing as a kid, but compared to some of these other ones I'm about to say, not even close, fam. Not even close. Number 5, Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 was very solid. It was very nostalgic. I know a lot of people like it, it's including me included. It was cresting the futuristic stuff, but it wasn't overtaking it, if that makes sense. Because some of these other Black Ops I don't even have on here, or Infinite Warfare, all of them, a lot of them start including jetpacks, all this flying around stuff. Again, you want to fly, go play Halo. That's a great game as well. Leave it out, Call of Duty. You know what I mean? But yeah, 5, Black Ops 2. It's going to be controversial, I know, and I can't wait to read the negative comments about it. Number 4, Call of Duty World at War. Call of Duty World at War, I mean, obviously, granted, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, the graphics were bad. Guys, you got to think of the time, okay? You guys got to think of the time all these games came out when we were kids and stuff. Pretty decent maps, decent weapons at the time. You know, you had your Tommy, you had your MP40, all that. But the biggest thing besides all that, it had a great story. It had a great music soundtrack, and they started zombies. They are the OG people who started zombies. When people were like, oh, Black Ops 2 had great zombie stuff. Yeah, but we wouldn't have Nazi zombies without World at War. And that's the thing, they call them Nazi zombies at the time because that's what it was, and that's how it should have been stayed, but whatever. World at War, fantastic. They are the ones who created zombies. And I remember my buddy and I playing it and beating it. We did it all in like one day, or we tried to do it all in one day. You could not unlock zombies until you beat the campaign, which was a cool thing to do. I mean, sure, would have been annoying, absolutely. It's just cool that you had to beat the storyline in order to play that. Number 3, Call of Duty Black Ops 1. I put Black Ops after World at War and better on this list for several reasons. They expanded zombies, but they kept it the same style. The problem is with some of these newer games, they change the zombies up. Oh, it's a free world. You could travel around. You can exfil. You could do all this stuff. Like, okay, that's cool, but that wasn't what the whole point of zombies were. The whole point of zombies were to keep going rounds and rounds, see how far you can make it before you die. Yeah. Is it very mundane? Yes. Is it very the same thing you're doing? Like you're just getting guns, shooting zombies, getting a crawler, getting resupplied, doing the same thing over again? Yes. But that was the whole point of zombies. And there was Easter eggs in there to get the Wunderwaffe, all that kind of stuff. And they had cool little like monologues and stuff like that in there. That was the whole point of zombies. Some of these newer zombies, like the free roam stuff, I think they're okay. Do I think they're my favorite? No. The traditional zombies are my favorite, hands down. And that's just how I'm going to leave it at. But Call of Duty Black Ops expanded that. They brought Call of the Dead. They brought Moon. They brought the original Ascension back that was in World at War as an expansion pack. Because Call of the Dead, I remember just being able to do like circles on there, and that was fun. You know what I mean? You'd be doing it with your friends. You guys actually run into each other, then you cause chaos. It was great. They had great weapons. And do you guys remember Black Ops brought sticks and stones? They brought bribery. Like you use coins and stuff like that to buy guns to unlock them. And they brought betting matches. Like you were able to do max bets, like 1,000 coins, I think was the max, 1,000 or 2,000. And you were able to bet in sticks and stones, was one of the game modes. If you get Tomahawk, you lose everything. You go back down to the bottom of the leaderboard. They did so much. They did so many cool different things with that. And they had the RC car, which was like the first kill streak of its time that you control and like you can drive around and you can just blow something up. So cool. Definitely without a doubt. Black Ops is 3 and it's locking in at 3. Getting to number 2. That is going to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. The original, not the new one, the original. It is the OG beef starter. I can't tell you, time and time again, you see all these meme videos of Modern Warfare 2 lobbies back in the day. And it's because it's true. I think we kind of got a little crazy with the censorship, but that's just my opinion. I get it, we got a lot of kids playing the game nowadays, but guess what? As a parent, I feel like if you want your kid to play a game, then you're going to have to understand that they're going to hear some of this stuff. It's that simple. Or don't let them play the game. That's also that simple. You can also filter and mute people. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent here. But Modern Warfare 2 is the original Beefstar. Unfortunately, we can't have those kind of lobbies anymore like we used to. Yeah, sure, they were toxic. They were crazy, you know, saying mean things to each other. But it was funny as well. Okay, it was funny being able to participate in that and just talk trash to each other before you guys played and after you guys played. Call of Duty added this new thing now when after you finish your game, you go back and you get a whole new group you play with. That's not fun. The whole fun part was in Modern Warfare 2, you could just keep playing with the same lobby if you guys just want to keep smoking each other and roasting each other. Honestly, I miss it, guys. I do, and I'm wondering if you guys do too. Switching it up every time, it's stupid now. Like, what's the point of talking and roasting each other if you are just going to leave, not play with the same people? Like, I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I think it's stupid. But you guys comment down below what you guys think. And I'm kind of going on a rant here, and I'm sorry. My emotions are getting the best of me. I just think Call of Duty has been going downhill recently, and it's driving me nuts. But overall, Modern Warfare 2, it's one of the OGs. It's the OG beef starter. It has great maps, great guns. Story mode was great itself, okay? They didn't have zombies, sure. But still, though, it was great. And then Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. Specifically, Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, I also put the original part of it because I feel like they're the same thing. Call of Duty 4 came out a long time ago, and that's when Xbox 360 first came out as well. So they could do multiplayer like that kind of style on Xbox platform, that is, and PlayStation or whatever. Call of Duty 4 Remastered, the reason why I put it there as my favorite is because it took everything great about Call of Duty 4 and just made it with better graphics. Because I remember when that came out, when Infinite Warfare came out, when back in college days, we played that constantly because it was the same OG Call of Duty 4. We played the same perks. They just added a couple extra guns, a couple different melee weapons. Like, they added some of those extra features, but they kept everything the same. They didn't add 50 perks. They didn't add what Black Ops 6 is doing now, where it's like, oh, if you have 3 of the red perks, you unlock the special perk. Like, all this stuff is so unnecessary and so much. So that's why I put Remastered on here as number 1, because I love the original Call of Duty 4. That is still the staple game. Some people will say Modern Warfare 2 is better, which you might be able to agree if you're comparing the OGs like that. However, Modern Warfare Remastered, they brought that back. They re-energized it to be better. They added some of those extra guns, maps. They added a couple new maps in there, like Shoot House and stuff like that, right? That you played in the story mode. It was so cool. Remastered was the best game. And honestly, guys, I don't think we're going to have another Call of Duty like that nowadays. I mean, Call of Duty, Activision. Now, granted, Microsoft owns them now, so hopefully they might get back to their original roots like they did. Because I remember when they came out with Modern Warfare 3, they said, oh, you're not going to have to buy a game for a few years. They're just going to keep re-updating it. That didn't happen. They honestly, and they're still releasing it every year when they say it's only going to be every 2 to 3 years now. They honestly, what they could have done is stuck with Modern Warfare Remastered and just add stuff to it. But they didn't. They kept pushing the boundaries. And then we got things like Call of Duty World War II. They got things like Call of Duty Vanguard, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Call of Duty, they're not great. They're literally taking a game that's okay. They're adding some stuff. Like, the fact they brought the old maps back to these newer Call of Duties tells me that they're using that to get us to come play. Are we playing it? Sure, because we have to, because Modern Warfare Remastered is glitched out. It's filled with hackers, that kind of thing. Just trying to do anything they can to keep the audience they have. Nevertheless, that's going to be it for today's video. You guys comment down below whether or not you agree with my list. Here is the list again. I'm just going to throw it up here real quick. You guys comment down below whether or not you agree, disagree. And that's just going to be it for today's video, guys. I'm out. I'll see ya.